Welcome to charliesports.com, Thursday night football summary for Thanksgiving Day. There were 3 games played, we will summarize them all. Let's start with the scores. Packers 31, Lions 24. Cowboys 31, Chiefs 28. Bengals 32, Ravens 14. Packers summary. Love carves up Lions on Thanksgiving Day. The Packers quarterback played his best game of the season, dropping big-time pass after big-time pass. Love led 4 consecutive non-kneel touchdown drives over the second and third quarters to ensure the Lions stayed at bay. Love generated 234 yards on 18 of 30 passing, a season-high 4 touchdown passes, and didn't turn the ball over. The quarterback was particularly excellent going downfield on Turkey Day. Love was 7 of 11 passing for 74 yards and 2 TDs on third and fourth downs. Matt LaFleur showed plenty of trust in his quarterback, particularly keeping the ball in his hands for the game-icing play. Lions summary. Lions' fourth down failures continue to haunt. The difference in the game came down to fourth downs. Jordan Love tossed 2 TDs and ended the game on his 3 fourth down attempts. The Lions were blanked on their 2 fourth down tries, turning the ball over on downs in a game in which Detroit couldn't catch up after getting down 10-0 early. The loss of Amon-Ra St. Brown doubled the concern. Goff picked it up, and Jameson Williams had his best game as a pro, catching 7 passes for 144 yards and a TD. Detroit falls to 7-5 and is in real danger of missing the postseason in a crowded NFC race. Cowboys summary. Prescott outduels Mahomes for pivotal Cowboys victory. The Chiefs blitz got Dak Prescott on the second pass of the Thanksgiving contest, forcing an interception. From there, the Cowboys quarterback was flawless. Prescott continually avoided pressure to make magic on the move and picked apart the Chiefs' defense with quick slants. Prescott was a maestro identifying Chiefs blitzes and making them pay, whether it was a slant to Pickens or a 51-yard bomb to CeeDee Lamb. Dallas, moving to 6-5-1, keeps itself alive for a playoff spot ahead of next week's showdown in Detroit. Chiefs summary. Chiefs miscues come back to haunt. Patrick Mahomes nearly pulled off another epic comeback, stacking "how did he do that" plays, particularly late in the game, to cut the Cowboys' double-digit lead. However, the miscues and a mid-game lull spelled doom. 4 straight Chiefs drives sputtered over the second and third quarters, despite crossing midfield on each possession. The hiccup allowed the Cowboys to take control of the contest in the middle frames. Mahomes engineered a comeback bid, but the defense's inability to slow Dak Prescott stung. Drops peppered the offensive problems, but penalties on both sides of the ball were KC's biggest bugaboo. The loss pushed KC to 6-6, putting its 10-year playoff streak on life support. Bengals summary. Burrow, Bengals heat up, pull away, and QB's return. In the opening drives of his first outing since a Week 2 toe injury sidelined his and Cincinnati's 2025 season, Joe Burrow looked stiff as a board in a bitter Baltimore cold. But once the QB's blood started flowing, he found his rhythm, and the Bengals found their bite. Cincy couldn't find the end zone from 4 trips to the red zone in the first half but scored 20 points in the second half. Early miscommunications with Jamar Chase eventually translated into a reliable battery. The Bengals' defense seemed energized by their signal caller's return. Joseph Ossai and Miles Murphy hurried Lamar Jackson all night, with the former logging 2 sacks on the Ravens' QB. Cincy allowed just 346 yards and 14 points to its division rival, its best performance since Week 1. Will the Bengals' bounce back be too little, too late? Ravens summary. Lamar off again, as Ravens give away division lead. Lamar Jackson entered Thursday's game with his 3rd lower body injury in as many weeks, and left it with just as many giveaways. When the 2-time MVP wasn't skying or shorting passes against Cincinnati, Jackson was looking uncomfortable and committing silly errors. The Ravens QB fumbled twice in his own red zone in the first half and then, amid one of Baltimore's better drives of the night, threw a turkey of a deflected interception in Cincy's red zone in the fourth quarter, a turnover that essentially sealed a sad defeat. The Ravens were successful on the ground in spurts. Derrick Henry and Keaton Mitchell scored twice and averaged 6.6 yards per carry. But Baltimore, playing from behind, couldn't lean on the run. Thank you for visiting charliesports.com sports wrap page. We look forward to recapping again next week on this page.